Hi Internet, it is ZSnapper, and today I'm doing a quick video about how to open CLOG3 files on the free version of DaVinci Resolve, because recently myself I wanted to try that. I shot some files with the Canon R7, some footage, and once I uploaded to the DaVinci Resolve free version, basically in the media pool you only see like black thumbnails. It looks like MP3 files, like music files, and then once you put it on the timeline you don't really see any video footage. So I wanted to see if there's a way how you can actually open them. So I've done a bit of research online and I found some software, and the first one I tried was the Shutter Encoder, which was I don't know, I tried the settings, whatever, I found these recommendations, and basically once you do the decoding in the software, then afterwards the files are looking fine, and once I played them, when I put them like into DaVinci Resolve and tried to do a bit of grading, I noticed that there are some artifacts in highlight areas. Therefore I found that it's not really like a good job that software is doing. Maybe it's my mistake, I'm not saying, probably it can be user error. But anyway, then I tried the other one, which is called HandBrake, and I had a success with that one. Basically it decoded the files and it made like a 265 10-bit like files, and I was able to open it in DaVinci Resolve. I will show you here. I'll put on the screen these setting pages on that software, so you can have a look, you can try. So basically once you open HandBrake, you will see that source selection window. You just need to choose the file, open the video file or folder, a batch option. You choose one of them, then once your files will be scanned, they will be in the software. You just, on that main page, you're gonna go into Tools module and select Preferences, and then you need to tick the first box in the section Output Files. Two other boxes will be ticked at the bottom. At least this is how I left it. Then next one, you need to go into Preset, which is just under the title, into Preset box, and choose the quality. So basically you go all the way down, you scroll all the way down on the list and you choose Production Max. Then see, once you've done that, basically you go into Video tab, which is underneath. You see in these tabs just under the preset, choose Video Encoder. So in drop down menu, choose H265 10-bit, and once you've done that, you basically need to go at the very bottom into Browse, and then you need to basically choose your destination where your files will be stored. Once you've done that, you need to go on the top second button, Add to Queue, and then in that one you need to choose either Add Selection or Add All, whatever you pre-selected in the beginning. Press Start to encode, and basically that will be it. I would like to show you some CLOG3 footage compared to graded footage. So when CLOG comes out of the camera, when you open that file on the computer, you only see like a flat grayish very low saturated image, but that's normal for the CLOG, because this is how it preserves more details in highlights and in shadows, basically more dynamic range, and that's why it's being used so like often, because it gives you just more flexibility in grading with colors and even with the exposure. If you, let's say, you mess up exposure a little bit, for example, when I was shooting some street footage here in Stuttgart, and especially if you're shooting outdoors in ambient light situation, you can have like super harsh, like highlights, not harsh, but like super high, highly exposed, super bright highlights, and lots of times they can even be blown out, and then you cannot recover any detail out of that. And then at the same time you can have some deep shadows in some, I don't know, corners, like on the buildings, on the street. Therefore CLOG footage is definitely very useful, and especially that ambient light is changing really quickly. You know, the little cloud goes on the sun, covers the sun, and immediately the exposure drops. I shot some B-roll with the Canon R7, and I'll put some photos and these pieces of B-roll, and it's all color graded in free version of DaVinci Resolve. In my opinion, I think it's definitely a good quality file you have after that decoding with HandBrake. So I think it's a good solution, because that HandBrake software is free as well, and I'll be putting a link in the description where you can download it and try it and use it. Like and consider subscribing if you enjoyed it and you think it's useful. Bye for now.